Today we will touch the Chinese beginner, how to cook dinner in the restaurant and how to order dishes in the restaurant use the Chinese language. We have the three teach parts, grammar, vocabulary, and lexical phrases and the daily expressions. We believe this presentation that will be really help Chinese beginners to get some simple Chinese language. Uh, let's move to the first part of the Chinese tongue. Mm, Chinese tongue different of English, which have more changes and more complicated. Chinese production are focused on different words. English are more focused on continued. Like when we use the Chinese say 我爱你 focus on every words. When we say I love you, we cannot focus on the every vocabulary. The Chinese tongue have the five tones. The first one is the high level tone. It's for example is E. The next one is the reading tone is like E, and following reason tone is like a E, and following tone is like E, and last one is pop is not have the tone. Different tones can represent the different words and the different meanings. In same tones that have a lot of the different words. If you use the wrong tones, then will be people don't understand what you want to say. And for example, if you want to say, this is a 树嘛, a 树is a falling tones, means tree. But when you use the wrong tones like the it is 书嘛 and 书 is a book, those are different words. And the next is some grammar about sentence. Basically, the Chinese grammar and English grammar are about the two types of the sentences. The first one is subject plus product verb and plus the object, and the last one and the next and the another one is subjective and copula verb plus the predictive. For example, I love you. I love you is the SVO. I is the subject, and the love is the predictive verb, and the you is the object. She likes the music in sync to the I love you, and Mike is having the breakfast. The Mike is the subject, and is having is the predictive verb, and the breakfast is object. And the SVP, like I am a student, is same to the before the example. And about the tense, actually Chinese have no tense. They have the a subject. In this tense for English, they use the different verb tense to expressions tense. When we say eat, for example, when we say eat, I eat lunch every day. It's a simple present tense. The eat means the 吃。我每天都吃午饭。吃 is equals to eat. And when we say the present pregnant tense, like I'm eating, ing. For Chinese is 我在吃饭. Use the 在, and then the past indicated tense, like I ate the sushi yesterday. I ate in Chinese is 我吃了. And what will you eat this afternoon? The Chinese is like 你要吃什么, and English is and use the simple future tense. In Chinese, eat, eating, and ate. For Chinese is the change and end the verb. And for the last one is about the S. When the Chinese say when English say the babies, kids and boys, for Chinese we say the 宝宝们、孩子们 and 很多球 and use the verb. Next, Yao will be talk about vocabulary for the Chinese.
I will explain the vocabulary commonly used during meals. When you go to a Chinese restaurant to eat, you can avoid using Chinese tableware. So first, I want to introduce the chopstick, a traditional Chinese tableware we use in my daily life. Step 1. Hold one chopstick between your thumb and middle finger. Position the chopstick so that it lies at the base of your thumb and at the lower joint of the middle finger. This chopstick shouldn't touch the forefinger. Step 2. Place the other chopstick between your thumb and forefinger. The side of the chopstick should rest against the tip of your thumb. The top of the chopstick shouldn't rest against the pad of your forefinger. Step 3. Be sure the tips of the chopstick are parallel. Step 4. Keep the first chopstick stationary as you practice moving the second chopstick toward the stationary one. Step 5. Using this technique to position the chopstick around a piece of the meal. Finally, hold the fruit firmly as you lift it toward your mouth and enjoying your meal. Of course, except the chopstick, you will also use the other tableware such as bowl, spoon, toothpick. The pronunciation of the bowl is 碗, spoon is 勺子, toothpick is 牙签. Then I want to talk about the Chinese kitchen utensil. Different from foreign chefs, they use a variety of kitchen utensils, even though high-tech products. Chinese chefs like to use a wok when they cooking. Frying, steam, and other methods are all be done in the wok. This, which is very convenient for everyone. This wok is used by everyone from ordinary people to professional chefs in China. Next, I want to talk some menu in Chinese restaurant. When you decide to eat Chinese food tonight, you will also find a question: which Chinese restaurant I would go to? There are 8 major cuisines in China, which is Lu, Chuan, Yue, Su, Ming, Zhe, Xiang, Hui. Each cuisine have hundreds of dishes, or maybe more than this number. Even if I'm a Chinese, when I choose, it is hard for me to decide to make a decision. Today, I will introduce you to my favorite cuisines, Sichuan cuisines and Yue cuisines. As a Cantonese, the most common thing I eat is Cantonese cuisines. When it comes to Cantonese cuisines, I will always think of Cantonese style morning tea first. Cantonese dim sum come in a variety of styles and delicious. I believe everyone will enjoy this food. Shrimp dumpling is my favorite dim sum. The pronunciation of shrimp dumpling is 虾饺. It's a very famous dim sum, similar to traditional dumpling and including the shrimp. The pronunciation of barbecue pork and crispy roast goose is 叉烧 and 烧鸭, which is also my favorite food. If you live in Guangdong for a while, when you are hungry in the midnight and have a nice snack with your friend, all the restaurants will have the stir-fried rice noodle with feet, which is called 干炒牛河. All the restaurants will have this menu, which is the most popular and widely known as Cantonese cuisine. Sichuan cuisine is also my favorite cuisine. Kung Pao chicken is a very popular dishes all over the world. The pronunciation is 宫保鸡丁. And also Sichuan hot pot has gradually become popular in the other countries and is popular among foreigners. I believe everyone is familiar with Sichuan hot pot. This hot food makes many Chinese and even foreigners addicted. It's a pleasant time to have a hot pot with friends in the winter. Next, we will talk about the lexical phrase.
Alright guys, my name is Li Jian and I will to teach you how to use phrase when you book a table or eat in a restaurant or you pay the bill. So first step, if you plan to go have a dinner in the restaurant, the first thing you should do is to book a table. So how to book table using Chinese language or using Chinese phrase, I will show you. I also put pinyin over here. This will help you to how to pronounce it. And so when you call the restaurant, you have to ask, do you have free tables? Over there, the first phrase, it means in Chinese language is 你们有空的桌子吗? If when you after you asking, the restaurant may reply you, yes, we do have several free tables for you, and they will ask you how many people were coming, and you say, I have to book a table for so many people, please. So in Chinese language is 请给我们一张桌子，一张几个人的桌子. It means a table for many person. So for example, we have 2 person. So in this situation, 2 it means 2个人. So I would like to make a reservations. It means in Chinese it's 我想要订一个位置. You also need to provide to tell them when you are coming. For example, for dinner, it's this is evening at, or I will coming 6 p.m. or 7 o'clock. It means 7点钟, 6点钟. So after you book the table, so when you go to the restaurant, you will order dishes as a menu. So you will see over here, this is the most used phrase when you order food. So when you ask the staff, could I see the menu please? It means 我能看一下菜单吗? After you look at the menus, it's difficult to decide what dish should I order. So you may ask, do you have any special or you have some recommendations? In Chinese language, we normally use 有什么特色菜吗? 有什么推荐的菜吗? And when you after order, so the staff bring the dishes up front of you, so you may not confuse. What is that? What this dish is? In Chinese dish, we speak 这是什么菜? And some people are allergic to something like the peanuts, celeries. So in Chinese, you should tell the staff up front before you order. So if I say I'm allergic to peanuts, you should say 我对花生过敏. Alright, after this, you may say, I won't have this dish, like Kung Pao chicken, I will have the Kung Pao chicken. So in Chinese, we should say, 我要点宫保鸡丁. And after, when you finish order, they will ask you, was that all? And you can reply, nothing else, thank you. We use 就点这么多，谢谢。And some dish it take a very long time to cook, and for example the waitress tell you this maybe this pork need to very long time, or the roast duck take a very long time. So you may ask how long will it take. It means in Chinese language you should say 要等多久. Alright, when we finish the order, so next step you may face various problems when you're eating it. So I just list a few problems, but it's not all. But this is the most popular problem when you're eating food. So maybe the waitress brings the wrong dish to your table. You may say, "Oh, this isn't what I ordered." In Chinese, we should say, 我没有点这个. And next one, maybe you take this Kung Pao chicken is very salty. So in Chinese word, you should say 这个菜有点咸了，这个宫保鸡丁有点咸了. And maybe the food is not fresh, and you don't like it, or some different reason, etc. In English, you should say this isn't taste right, and in Chinese, you should say 这盘菜尝起来不对. And when you after dinner, you may go to the airport, or you may have a meeting with friends, but it's already take a long time to wait the last dish. You just ask the waitress, is our meal is on its way? And in Chinese, we say 我们的菜快上了吧. So after dinner, you have to pay the bill. So when you ask for the bill, or we normally say 结账, it means the bill please. And there are various way to pay for it. And there's mostly two payments. It's most popular in China is WeChat Pay and Alipay. So these are the logo over here. But when you first come to China, you may don't have the WeChat Pay or Alipay account. So you may ask, can I pay by card, credit card, MasterCard, Visa card, etc. So in Chinese, we normally say 可以用卡付吗? Or you also may went to China so many times. You already have the Alipay or WeChat Pay account. So you may ask, can I pay with Alipay or WeChat Pay? So in Chinese, we normally say 可以用支付宝吗？可以用微信支付吗? And the last one is Chinese people normally we pay together, or next time you pay together. But for the foreigners, they may pay separately. And so you can ask at the counter, can we pay separately? In Chinese, you should say 可以分开付吗? So my part is include the phrase. So next part, let welcome Fang Wenjian to introduce some daily experiences.
Okay, thank you, Li. I would introduce the last part, the conversation section, which is daily expression, and I would introduce this part by three sections, which I will show you. Yeah. So the first section is consulting and reservation, and the second part is order, and the last part is pay the bill. So when we in the situation of consulting and reservation, assuming there's customer A and waiter B. So A said 有一个人的位空位吗? The meaning is do you have a table for one? And waiter will reply, 当然有，这边请, which means yes, of course, right this way. And the next one is 可以给我菜单吗? Which is can I have the menu? And the waiter will answer 没问题给你. Of course, here you go. And in this situation, I think the main idea is asking question to the waiter. And then let's move to the next part, order meal. It's a simple section. We can just simply asking question like A, 我可以点餐了. I'm ready to order. And usually B will reply 没问题，你想点什么? So no problem. What can I get for you? Or when you decide what you want to what meal you want, you can say 我可以点这个. Can I get this one? And the waiter will reply, of course, yes. And the last section is pay the bill. So when you want to finish the meal and you want to pay the money, you go to the check desk and you can ask 我可以结账吗? I have the check, please. Can I have the check, please? So the checker will reply you, no problem. Or you can ask another question, 一共多少钱? So how much in total? Maybe they will reply you 500. Or you can ask 我可以刷卡吗? So may I pay this on card? B will reply 当然可以. So that's all of my contacts.